Hi there, this is Clovis from Kinematic Lab. We're going to talk about the scanner object. So I'm going to UI Toolkit here and I will select the stripes category. And here you have the scanner button. So I left click on this button and then I left click and drag in the viewport. So what you see now is that when I move the mouse, there is a box created and its size changes when you drag the mouse. When you release the left click and continue to drag, you can control the height of this box. And if you click again, it stops the creation, and you can create more boxes like that. And you right click to stop the creation. I will delete these two boxes and keep this one. Change its color. Fine. So what do we have here? You have a sub-rollout grid to control the size of the box. So you can change its height, width, length. You can show or hide the box depending on the look you want to have. You can change the thickness of these lines and expand the size of the box. Okay, then you have some controls here for these stripes. So what you can do is changing the divisions here with the subdiv dist. So this is basically the distance between each division. Okay, so the lower you have this value, the higher is going to be the division. Then you have the spacing. So again, the lower, the higher you have a number of divisions. And then you can change the width. So now you can add a lot more stripes. Okay. So now what is this for? Basically it's going to look like a sort of hologram or scanner. And it's going to project these lines onto a geometry which is inside the box. So you have to create a geometry or use a geometry you have. I will create a wonderful teapot here. Okay. And now if I go in the scanner sub-rollout here and use the pick mesh button, I will pick my teapot. I will change this color again because yes, that's it. So what it does is that it projected these stripes on this geometry and it cuts out all the stripes which are not projected. So basically all these lines up and down are not visible anymore. And you can move this teapot away from the box and you see that only when it's inside the box you can see the lines. So I will just display it as box so you can see exactly what it does. Okay, you can rotate, scale your teapot, do whatever you want with this geometry. Here you have a button fit to fit the box to the bounding box of the geometry. So if I press fit, you see that this scanner box is fitted to the geometry. So that's pretty useful when you have something not aligned to your world, something like that, for example. So let's align it again in the world. Okay, it's going to be easier. Fine. So now here what you have is a project button. So basically the default option is checked here, but if I uncheck it, you see that these lines stay straight, but they still take the teapot projection. So you see that it stops here simply because my outside box is just too high and I have to expand the box itself. Yeah, something like that's going to be enough. So you can have vertical lines or horizontal lines. Project them again. And all this, all the details you can see here depends on the number of subdivision you have here. Okay, you can have more details with more subdivisions. The number of stripes itself is going to describe a bit better the volume. Okay. Here you have an outline value to push the lines away from the mesh. Okay. So you can see them a little bit better. And a percentage here, which is basically from 0 to 100 to show the line's progression. Okay, and you can reverse this value with the reverse button, so it can progress from the other side. Okay, same for vertical option. Okay. Now, if I just scale my teapot and animate the percentage here from 0 to 100, let's say 20 frames, you have the lines progressing like that, and you can offset this animation line by line with the time offset value here. So you see that you already have an offset like that. So the bottom lines are going first and then the up lines, and you can reverse it. Okay, and it works both vertical and horizontal as well. Right, now about the rays here, the rays are only working without the time offset, so basically it's like a scanner. Okay, so you have a sort of light ray going through your piece of paper, basically. So it's like a light ray going from left to right here. Okay, and you can see the rays hitting the mesh, okay, from the outside box. You can change their thickness, and actually I think you can add the time offset. Yes, it's working. Okay, so now you can animate your teapot going from one side to the other side, up, down. Even make this scanner box rotate. Okay, it's going to be updated in time. Okay. And the last thing is about the materials. So like other UI Toolkit objects, this one already have some material ideas set for you. So if I apply a multi-sub-object material to it, for now it's black because you have nothing plugged here, but if I plug a standard there, you see that the first idea is for the outside box. So if I change its color, okay, for red, for example, the second here is going to be for stripes. And the third one is going to be for the rays. So that's it. See you in the next video. Cheers.